Our preview show was going to be very good. Our Bob Hartman reports, though, that the Colts have gone from good to great.
The Colts of Christian Brothers Academy have broken into the top echelon of boys high school basketball. For the past 2 weeks, they've been ranked number 9 in the country by USA Today. That's pretty heady stuff, but both the players and the coaching staff are doing their best to keep a cap on things while enjoying some of the fame.
Beginning of the year, we weren't getting this much credit, and we thought maybe we should deserve it, but you know, it hasn't really changed us too much. You know, we come out every day in practice and work as hard as we had in the beginning of the year, and it really hasn't changed us too much. You know,
not in the country, not a big deal at all. We don't pay attention to those things. We just try to go out there and get better every night. We work together as a team, and that's all you can ask for, just team.
How do you guys remain focused when you dominate so well in a game like tonight?
It's tough to get up for. The North games, they're tough to get up for, but you have to, because, you know, if you relax, the teams in A North are talented enough to knock you off, and that's a case here tonight. You know, we didn't play too well, but we got a victory. So we have to go back to the drawing board and go back to practice and start working harder.
I think we've regressed a half a step. We had a great scrimmage schedule, and then we had a great early season schedule. I don't think we're as sharp as we should be, and part of it is the playing time the kids have had. We've tried to take care of it in practice, but we've got to get focused a little bit better. You start to get that little bit sloppy. You know, when you're playing in a championship game, that's going to come back to bite you. So we have to be careful of that.
So how do you keep them focused then?
Well, practice. You know, I mean, hopefully we have great kids that work hard, and the second and third units, because we have like 3 units practicing together, have to provide that competition for the first group to stay really sharp. And we try to, in practice, you try to create situations like end game and, end of quarter, and you're behind. And we've been doing a lot of situation work lately. And hopefully that will, get us sharp.
Every day in practice, we get tons of competition, and everybody works really hard and pushes each other, From the first, the 5 starters to the last guy on the bench, everybody really makes each other work hard and keep everybody in line.
In a game like where you dominated today, I saw you interspersing players from the bench. Is that going to really help in the tough ones?
No. We started out the game with just the seniors, because it was our senior night, last scheduled home game. So for the first half, the 7 seniors played. And in the second half, because you have such a big lead, you really don't want to come back with your starters. So what we did was we split the starters up into 2 groups with other kids. Maybe if you had foul trouble down the road and some of those kids had to play with 2 starters because 3 were on a bench, maybe I answered too quickly. Maybe it does help.
And the ultimate goal for the season?
Of course, win the show conference, and then hopefully have a chance at Seton Hall Prep if they make it.
Well, if you ask anybody, it's tournament champions. We national ranking, they're nice and everything, but they really don't mean too much to us. It's really, we just want to, be there in March and, win it all in the States. Hopefully it's going to be against Seton Hall Prep, and we'd like to, take it all.
Barring a complete breakdown, CBA should get the #1 seed in the upcoming Shore Conference tournament. And from there on, it's the States and the ultimate goal, the Tournament of Champions. For Scholastic Sports Weekly, I'm Bob Hartman reporting.
Thanks, Bob. We'll keep an eye on the Colts.